in Boston is Jack Welch, the former chairman of GE and mentor to Tim, and the person who's probably responsible more than anyone else for Tim's success, for expanding Meet the Press to a full hour, for making it possible for Tim to revolutionize Sunday morning television. Jack?
Hello, Andrea. This is one tough night.
Jack, I know that Tim was such a good friend to you, and you shared time in Nantucket, time in politics, all of the political coverage, all of the fun and the jokes that you've told, and the fact that he was such a good citizen, such a family man, and such a corporate citizen. He brought so much to NBC News and so much to General Electric, as well as someone who really did understand what it was to recruit and train and bring along all of the people that he brought through this business. It's an immeasurable loss, but maybe you can share some of your personal experiences with Tim.
I can, Maria. I can, Andrea. I want to give you credit. I heard you this afternoon mentioning Michael Gardner, and I thank you for that, because Michael Gardner is the true hero of getting Tim Russert on air. He pushed for it. He made it happen, and we all rode the coattails of that decision by Michael Gardner and his courage to do it. But tonight there are hundreds of thousands of GE people, retirees and others. I've gotten more mail than I've ever received in a day since 3 o'clock or 3:30. And everybody felt they were Tim's best friend. And everybody in GE, and I think NBC News, was so proud to be associated with him. Andrea, he touched us all. We all felt he was our friend. He represented us. We were proud of him. We loved him. We really loved him. And I got one story, if I can tell it, that happened in the last several weeks. I called Tim because Susie and I are running, we run a charity in Boston for health care for the homeless. And I'm, as you know, long retired. And I called him and I said, Tim, I need a speaker. I need you to come do this. And he didn't say, let me look at my calendar, let me see if I'm busy. I told him the cost. He said, where and when? And then about a month later, when he came, he drove a truck from Washington Monday morning to Boston Monday night to give the truck to Luke so he could have it to pack his stuff from graduation. Then he came to the homeless dinner after driving, 12 hours, whatever the ride is, and came and gave one of the most stirring speeches imaginable. Tears all over the room, people standing ovation. And then we tried to get him to stay. Barnacle and I tried to ask him to stay. So he wouldn't go back. He was exhausted. And he said, look, I got a meeting in the morning back in Washington. I've got to go. And if you think about it, that one day captures so much of Tim. His family, bringing the truck, his giving back, that wonderful speech, and his passion for work. He had to get back. This is a day that's jolted me like only a handful of my life. And I'm sure I'm speaking not as a current chairman of GE, but as an old guy that absolutely loved him and represented thousands of people that loved him also.